Hello YouTube, welcome to Draco Ray Gaming. I'm Draco, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 free apps that everybody should have on their PC. Gamers, everybody. Makes you much more efficient, makes your system run smooth, and as usual with me, no BS, no fluff. Here we go. First things first, you really want to make sure your system's running at its optimal pace, hardware-wise, software-wise. And you're gonna be like, yeah, this is maybe a little bit of the boring stuff, but just check it out because it's really important that your hardware and software are actually working right before you start doing other stuff, because the other stuff won't matter. So what you may need to make sure you do is have a solid foundation. So my first free app I love is obviously Avast free antivirus. Now, it's free, it works, it's great. I used to use AVG back in the day and a bunch of others. AVG's kind of gone downhill. I literally run Avast and I run Malwarebytes and a few others, and like that's all you need to keep your system virus free and make sure your actual software and your OS is stable. Avast is free. You can just run a smart scan. You can get rid of junk. You can go premium if you want, but honestly, the free stuff works great. And it makes sure there's any viruses off your system. Now, there's different stuff. You got malware, spyware, viruses, worms, trojans, things like this, right? That can all get into your system. Browser extensions. So not one application always takes care of everything, but Avast is great for keeping those main viruses off your system and safe. It doesn't take up a bunch of resources, especially for gamers. So I'd highly recommend checking out Avast free antivirus. Another one is Malwarebytes. You can get a 14-day free trial, then it goes to free after that. But it's a great scanner, especially for getting a lot of the browser junk and malware, spyware stuff, extensions off of your computer like that immediately. Highly recommend Malwarebytes. Make sure your system's good, get rid of all the junk first, and then you'll be good to go. After you know your system's good as far as the software stuff, you want to look at your hardware. I run something called Hard Disk Sentinel. It's an amazing piece of free software. There's a paid version as well, but what it does is monitor and log all the data on your hard drives, and you can go in and check the smart data, the temperatures, information, logs, disk performance. I mean, it's tons of information here, but really the coolest thing is just being able to open it, and right here it tells you, hey, your performance and your health, 100%, 98%. You've had 161 days of power on time, and you've got more than 1,000 days left. You have about 5.37 terabytes of lifetime writes, and the only thing right now that they're monitoring that's of concern is the wear leveling count, and this is because it's a solid state drive. Hard disk drives have a different set of data that logs on them as well, and the wear indicator is one of the most important things for the solid state drives. They have a limited certain number of read and writes, so the NAND flash technology and NAND chip stuff and all that, it monitors all this and gives you information on it. This is a great free app. I absolutely recommend you go checking it out. Now that we know that our software and our hardware are pretty good, you can start getting into the fun stuff. MSI Afterburners, a GPU overclocking tool, as well as the Precision EVGA X1. I love these tools. They're easy to use. In the Precision X1 EVGA, you can just click scan, and it'll actually overclock and go through a 15-minute test of settings and find the optimal overclock settings for your graphics card, and you hit apply and you're done. MSI Afterburner is the same kind of thing. You can click overclock scan, search. It'll do the same thing. Get your overclocking right for your GPU, which is great. Another free thing you can do for your CPU is there's different software out there like Ryzen Master, as well as some other software for Intel that you can check out. I'm an AMD guy. I run Ryzen Master software. You can go into game mode here, and you can do auto overclocking or precision boost overdrive and automatically get your system into an overclocked mode easily. It'll ask you to reboot and take you into a different kind of mode for your system, and instead of it running in a 12-core 24-thread mode like for my 3900X, it actually can run in a 6-core 12-thread mode where it's focusing all its energy and power into operating games and application systems, things like that. Another tool I love to use is called NVIDIA Broadcast, and this actually has built-in filtering and noise canceling that works amazing. I would definitely recommend checking it out. So here you can control your camera, your speakers, and your microphone. And so you can do a noise removal effect as well as a bunch of other effects for your speakers and your camera. You can adjust the strength, record it and test it, and it runs in the background. And it's an amazing tool for streaming and gaming and things like that. I highly recommend it. These are some of my favorite applications. There's other applications you can check out, like GPU ID to monitor your settings and things like that. There's a lot of free software out there, but I wanted to cover some of my top 5. Hopefully this helped you out. Please remember to check out the live streams on Thursday and Saturday. We have a lot of fun on the live streams, and remember, comment, like, subscribe. Comment below. I'd love to talk to all you guys and see what some of your favorite applications are. I'm Draco, and I'm out of here.